welcome to CJack Run Presents. I'm Lashayna. You're tuned in to our concert series. Sit back, relax, and enjoy.
You please put your hands up. Legendary Floyd Hall of Fame.
First, I want to say it's such an honor to be part of this presentation to induct the legendary Bobby Green into the Hall of Fame. So let's give him a round of applause. Bobby's been at this music game for over 50 years, and you know, I was honored to work with him about 4 years ago when I was working on a project called Timeless Treasures. And he did 2 songs with me, and I was just honored to have him right in front of me doing what he does best. So I want to thank him for that personally, and I've actually put together a special CD for him to present with this. But before that, I'd like to have Floyd Little say a few words, and Colin. Thank you.
Hey, go Orange! Thank you. This is a great opportunity for me to be here this evening. You probably don't know this, but Bobby Green is my father-in-law. I married his daughter, Deborah Young, now Deborah Little. But it's an honor for me to be here to celebrate this Hall of Fame induction for a guy who's been entertaining you for 5 decades. My goodness gracious. It's so honored for me and along with his family to be here, and I thank you for supporting him and thank you for being here. This is a great honor for him. Celebrate his Hall of Fame induction. Congratulations, father-in-law, Bobby Green.
My brother, Mr. Bobby Green, all right. Happened so fast for you, man. Only 50 years. The first time I ran into Bobby, he was playing a little joint called The Catch on Erie Boulevard. And it was right around that time that it kind of dawned on me that to see some of the greatest music in the world, I didn't have to travel. I didn't have to go to big rock concerts with thousands of people. I could check out the musicians in my own hometown, man. And I learned more about R&B music, soul music, funk music, every kind of music, hanging out listening to music right here, and especially by this guy right here, Mr. Bobby Green. Because Bobby can play and play and play? Man, can he play? I gotta tell you though, I did notice the last time I saw him that there was still a little bit of space on the dance floor, so you gotta get out and check him out. Just because he's got a Hall of Fame award doesn't mean he's done. He's just getting started. So come and check him out. Give it up for the new Hall of Fame inductee to the Sammys, Mr. Bobby Green.
Whoa, thank you very much, man. See, a lot of love here, man. I don't know how to start this off, but I want to thank God first in my life. I want to do that first. So I want to thank Him for Syracuse, New York. I truly do want to thank Him for that. I want to thank Him for when He created me. He dropped me off here in Syracuse to my mother and father to take care of me and watch over me, to raise me. Ida and Bill Green, my mother and father, they passed. You know, God bless them. And also my mother's brother, Guitarists, that introduced me to the guitar. Because he had never introduced me to guitar, I'd never be playing today. I wouldn't be even standing here. I wouldn't even be looking like doing anything in music. But he prepped me and got me going. And also I want to thank, so many people I want to thank, but I want to thank the Sammy Awards because, you know, a little bit before I thank them, I want to say, this might sound funny to y'all, but it's serious to me. I think back when God created me, I just laughed to myself. I know that He was just showing off when He created me. So, because I'm happy with the life that He gave me, you know. And the Sammy people, I thank them for having an ear to hear on that day when they decided who's going to be one of the people that's going to be inducted today, that they had an ear to hear when God whispered my name in their ear. And then they sat, one accord, everybody together, and they agreed on me. And I really appreciate it because when Joe Whiting called me, I thought I was dreaming. You know, because he said, yeah, you know, when I called you that day, you act like you didn't know me. I said, man, I thought I was dreaming. Because I was telling a few people about it. I said, I don't know if that's true or not. I might have been dreaming somebody called me, but it was for real, man. It took a while for me to get that. But the Sammy, I tell you, when you gave me the, was it 2002 award? Man, that was the happiest day of my life. One of the happiest days. I put it like this here, and this one is the bomb, man. You know, so I want to tell you, man, I love Syracuse very much. I want to thank my band for sticking with me, my family, my kids. They're all over here. Everybody. I got a 3-year-old son out there somewhere running around, and all my friends that have been loving me all these years, looking out for me. Tom Townsend let me be on his album, Los Blancos. Charles Jackson on the Timeless Treasures. Los Blancos with the cats. Cooking with the cats, man, you know, all this. Here's my little son right here. See, that just go to show you I ain't through yet. See? So, I mean, that's mine. And also I want to thank my late wife, man, but she always told me, don't worry about nobody recognizing you, just play and make them love you, and one day you'll get there. I want Sammy, let me tell you this, I'm going to wear the hell out of this award. I'm going to wear it well, man. So thank you very much.
Mr. Bobby Green, ladies and gentlemen.
CJack represents. I'm CJack, and it's an honor today. You're going to be looking at some footage of the legendary Bobby Green in concert. But before we do that, we're going to have a little conversation with him to talk about his life and his legacy. So, ladies and gentlemen, the legendary Bobby Green. What do we have here? How you doing, sir?
What's up?
All right, thanks for coming on the show. I'm gonna get right into it because we got like a lot I want to cover with you. You've been doing music for over 50 years, right?
Yeah, about 55, 56 years.
Holy mackerel. Yeah, 56 years. That's a long time. Let me just pause. Let me just pause for the moment for that. Just pause. You know, you got to pay honor to that because that's incredible. Tell me a little bit about how you got started, and then we're going to kind of forward it to some of these pictures here that's on the table.
Yeah, well, got started back in about 1950. My father and his brothers used to sing gospel. You know, they used to sing. They used to be the Green Brothers, sing gospel. So all of us kids, cousins, and all of us was always singing harmony stuff because we see them do it. Then we got a group together in 1951.
Is that right here in Syracuse?
Yeah, called the 5 Points.
5 Points, okay.
And then we kept singing, doing that all the time, till we moved up to around about 50, 55, 56. Then we got the group called the Dorados. That was the main group that we had, you know, that was pretty more well known than the other groups. Because one time we had a group called the Harmonettes, and that was like more of a girls group name.
Okay.
So we didn't know that. So wasn't nothing wrong with us, nothing like that. But we changed the name, and then we got the Dorados.
Okay.
You know, and then we put out a record called Please Surrender at Duffy's recording studio back in '56.
Okay.
So, and we had some pictures of the studio when we was there. You know?
Okay.
And then we moved on. When we was doing that, my uncle Duke Guitarists was playing guitar with us.
Okay.
And we needed a little more music because we just playing a cappella group without no music at all, you know.
Okay.
And we put, he started teaching me how to play guitar.
Okay.
Just play rhythm behind him while you play all the sweet stuff, you know.
Okay.
And then kept on doing that. After a while, the group started breaking up and we started putting a band together in the 60s. Started putting a band together. And like I said, me and him had a few words, so I had to let him go.
Wait, hold on. So let me make sure I get this right. So your uncle,
Duke Guitarists.
he showed you some stuff, got you going.
Right.
And you was doing like the rhythm behind him and stuff while he was doing the good stuff. But at some point, y'all just kind of had a situation where y'all just couldn't see eye to eye.
Right, couldn't play together again,
Right,
you know. So he said, well, I never amounted to nothing without him because I wouldn't know how to play. Now she continued on teaching me. And my mother kept begging me because I was her brother to keep him in the group. And I decided, no, I'm going to show him I can do it without him, you know. I mean, if it don't be for him, I would not be here today doing music.
Right.
I mean, I've been doing the singing till that died out. I did like the rest of the guys, just stopped, you know. But I started learning by listening and watching other musicians, stealing a little bit from them when they wasn't looking, you know, and making it into my own.
Right.
And then I started putting the groups together. Like I put a group Bobby Green in the Hi-Fi's back in the 60s, which I had like Otis Smith, Lafayette Breland, and which had passed away. Otis Smith had just passed away.
He just passed away recently, yeah.
And Jesse Cole. Got back in '62. We used to do stuff in Fulton, at the airport in out in Fulton, and stuff like that. Then I moved on to got a group called, well, we got Hi-Fi because it was Hi-Fi's, then it wasn't stereo like it is today.
Right.
You know, it's
okay, Hi-Fi, because that was the end thing back then.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then moved on and got a group called Blue Greens and Beans.
Blue Greens and Beans.
That's an old jazz song.
Yeah.
Name of a jazz song. I used it for the blue, like playing the blues.
Okay.
Greens, Bobby Green.
Okay.
And the beans, soul food.
Well, it's definitely catchy. That was definitely catchy.
Yeah.
Why didn't you stick with that?
Well, I did stick with that. That group had broke up,
Okay.
and then I decided I'd retire and not play anymore.
Oh, okay.
See, back in the 80s, I decided I'll not play anymore.
So you said, okay, that's it.
That's it. I don't want to play anymore. You know, I just played in my house recording and stuff like that. And my wife kept begging me, said, "You're not happy, you should get back out."
Right, because it was in your blood for so long.
Yeah, and I said, "Nah, you put up with everybody's crap, you know, and practice, and who's this guy, wife didn't treat him right, and they come to practice, take it out on you, you know, just got tired of it." So.
Right.
So I decided to go ahead, enough people talked me into come back out and play, so got back playing again. So I told them I'll play again if I don't be the band leader.
Okay.
I just be in the band.
Okay.
So it started off that way, then everybody said no, they wanted me to be in front of the band.
They wanted to feature you.
Feature me.
Right.
Because I've been around so long, they figure, you know, they get paid. so I says, okay, then we had to come up with a name. So it was Bobby Green, A Cut Above. The band came up with that name. Bobby Green, A Cut Above. But as we continue playing out there and the venues that we're playing, they always got the name mixed up. They always said Bobby Green and A Cut Above.
Okay.
So they kept saying that, so I just said I'll just stay that way.
Right. They just kept on in the answer. You said forget it. We're not gonna keep correcting them. So.
And what they were saying, the guys that were playing with me, was saying that you're a cut above the rest.
Okay.
So we wanted to be Bobby Green and a cut above. And that was about me. It wasn't about nothing else. I didn't want it, but they wanted it. So
it naturally kind of centered around you because of the fact that you've been in the business for so long.
Yeah.
And these were cats that probably watched you as they were growing up.
playing up, yeah.
And so it was kind of natural for them to.
As I find out a lot of them, and then there's a lot of them I've taught and they've put in my band, and you know, and they would never be playing guitar if it had not been for me, you know.
Right.
I'm just finding out all this. I mean, I'm just going back because that's a long time to remember everybody, you know what I mean? There's so many people.
And they kind of remind you that.
They remind me
Right.
of back then and stuff like that. When they used to stand in the windows like, trying to think of the guy named Stroke. Israel Hagen.
Yeah.
Him and his brother used to stand in the window when they were young kids watching me play.
Yeah.
He said, I inspired him.
Wow.
His brother and them to play, you know.
Wow.
Show them stuff on guitar and stuff like that. So.
Wow, that's great. Well, I tell you what, let's talk about these pictures. Starting from the, let's see, from there. Let's see, what is it? There left. Yeah, I think I'm getting that right. Am I getting that right, camera guy?
That's right.
All right, let's start here. Here. Tell me who's in this picture and what's the significance of this picture, and then let's move on to this and this.
Okay, the picture here was at the Dinosaur about a couple years ago when Frankie Avalon was here for...
That's this guy here, right?
Yes,
okay.
The movie star with the Net Cello and you know, beach party movies and stuff, so like that. Which me and him met back in the 50s. No, I'll say about in the 60s or something like that. I'll say somewhere in the 50s, late 50s.
Okay.
58, 59.
Okay.
When at the 320 Club.
Okay.
There was a big show out there with Dion and the Belmonts, like the Salmon, and him, and a couple other people. Which we were all in the same dressing room.
Right.
And Dion and the Belmonts, the Belmonts didn't show, so Dion needed somebody to back him up. So our group backed him up as we did our show. Then we backed him up. We were all in the same dressing room. And when he came in the Dinosaur, you know, I reminded him of that. He didn't know who I was.
Right.
Because time that went by, and then after I explained to him, and he remembered. You know, he was so happy, and then we hugged all that there, and he jumped up on the stage, he sang with us all night.
Yeah.
And we had a great time that night.
Yeah.
You know, from the memories from way back in that time, man. And I had to ask him why his hair's still black and mine's gray. And I couldn't understand that part, but he said, "Don't tell nobody, just leave it alone."
Yeah, really leave it alone. But we know that his hair is probably not.
Yeah, he look
but
good though.
In any case.
Well, that's my band, Cut Above.
Okay.
Michael Sell.
Michael's over here, right?
Yeah.
All right.
And
Who's
Nate
this guy?
Adams.
All right. And who's this
Paul Lee.
All right.
And Donnie Clark.
All right. And we'll be seeing them in a little bit. All right. Let's go to this picture here. What's the significance of that picture?
That was 2002 Sammy Awards for Best Guitarist.
Wow.
And singer, I guess.
Matter of fact, if I do, if my memory doesn't fail me, me and Andrea presented that
presented to me at the Landmark Theater.
That was an honor.
Yeah.
We presented that
I
too.
wish I got that film home. I had to watch it today.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the first Sammy Award I won.
For best instrumentalist.
Instrumentalist and vocalist.
Okay.
Which,
That's great. Now,
singing.
and then a couple years later, you got the Hall of Fame one, right?
Hall of Fame.
Right.
And then last year I got the Paul Robeson Performing Arts Living Legends series from them.
Oh, that's awesome.
And that was in January.
Right. Well,
that was nice.
Yeah, you know, it's nice, especially now for you to be recognized, because sometimes people they wait too late to recognize legends, and they talk of the legacies that people leave. But how do you feel about people now finally recognizing you after all these years?
It was a tough struggle because I used to be very bitter. I used to be very bitter because my people didn't recognize me or show me any love. Okay, so most of the Caucasian people I played for, they showed me a lot of love. They was always writing about me, always following behind me, and building my name up. And it's just recently that I'm starting getting some recognition from my people that I've been begging for years.
Right.
I said, it's sad, man. My own people don't recognize me or follow me or do anything. I have to go somewhere else to get love,
Right.
And out of town, the people know me. I can get a lot of love, but I can never get none from, we say, down in the hood, in the area.
Right.
To tell the truth, what it is, and could never. Now I started getting some from the Jubilee people that's doing the Jubilee homes, things like that. There, Juneteenth.
So they started coming around.
Yeah, started recognizing me. Just like when I first met you. I had met you one time. We did a show together. But I didn't know who you were.
Right.
At the Jubilee, you had your little group. You was coming behind me, playing something like that. There, that's when I first heard your name. But then I met you up to school. I remember the school one time. You walked and asked me, you ever been recorded or something? You asked me about.
Right.
And I kept saying, no, it's a shame. Yeah, you kept saying, oh man, so yeah, I said, man, so who this young kid, trying to figure out who you were, but you took interest.
Yeah.
And that made me feel good because there was nobody ever did take an interest in what I'm doing, you know what I mean? And like so many young people coming up, people don't take interest and push us out there.
Well, I to that I want to say, I was really honored that, I was surprised to learn that you hadn't recently recorded, and that was an honor to have you on that Timeless Treasure project. You did two cuts.
Two cuts on there was
Alley.
It was interesting because took interest.
Yeah.
I used to always say, my people won't take interest in me now, but if I had made it big out there and come back to Syracuse, then everybody want to be at my house barbecue and say, I know Bobby Green, that's my man, you okay?
Right.
Now they want to know me.
Right.
Because I got something.
Right. Because they kind of seeing a different side of
me now they want to
pay attention.
Yeah, they want to be a part of me because it takes money sometimes to make people pay attention.
Right.
Pay attention when I got nothing. Help me get there, what I mean? And I can pull somebody else up and so forth.
Okay.
So that's why I try to push for all the musicians today.
Yeah.
That when we do shows like Jubilee Juneteenth, I tell people, back us. I'm not just saying the black, white, everybody.
Right.
Back people in Syracuse, I'm talking about Syracuse now. Everybody back us in order for us to get anywhere. You ain't gonna never get nowhere if your own hometown don't back.
Well, it's and that's part of the reason why I'm so glad to have you on the show and several other local bands. Is that we want to rally the support for local music here.
Right.
There's so many times, like he's saying, for years, not just our people, but just in general, the support for local music is not as strong as it should be. And so we want to kind of give you an extra push, to kind of just, go out there, go to the club, check out Bobby Green or One Black Voice or CJack Run or J Project, whoever else is out there, come check us all out because we really want your support. We need your support.
Right. If they don't come out there, and show the people that we have some talent. There's a lot of good talent in Syracuse, white, black, and oriental. There's good talent here, but the people don't come out and support us enough that the man gonna pay us. We got to fight for the little crumbs for the little bars around here that we all circle around playing like and they should be out there every time we play. They should be crowd outside the place so the man say have to pay us and show that we are worth of something.
Well, you know what?
We are.
Maybe that's You know, I know a couple of the gigs that I've come to, you've had a nice crowd, especially over at Reddick Bar and so forth.
Yeah,
But,
Joe Reddick's, yeah.
Yeah.
The Dinosaur and Shifties, like places I played.
Yeah.
You know, like Dinosaurs, you know, they look out for me real good. Ever since I played there the first time in 1998, I think it was, they always looked out. I've always played once a month there for years. You know, I'm in their cookbook, you know, Dinosaur cookbook. I'm in there, you know, places like that. You know, like the Sammy Awards, I tried to get them to push for the doo-wop era. That's part of the music they left out.
To recognize,
Yeah, where I come from. You know, we'll show those pictures in a few seconds.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people who are back there. That's part of our history of Syracuse.
Yeah.
And they should not be ashamed. I get a lot of play from people out of town asking for pictures and what kind of group we had and what was singing and everything, what we did back when we was kids singing doo-wop era.
Yeah.
And they put it up in their books, which I have, the books I have showed you.
Okay.
And like I said, Syracuse need to own up that we're part of this music scene also.
Okay.
So I was part of the doo-wop era, also part of the R&B, rhythm and blues era that I'm doing today.
We're gonna definitely talk about the doo-wop era. Before we get to that, let's see. In this photo here, I noticed. Yeah, this is the legendary. Is this Floyd Little?
Floyd Little.
Let's get a close up on that.
Yeah.
You mean the football player?
That's right.
What relation is he to you?
That's my son-in-law.
Your son-in-law, so he married your daughter.
Yeah, he married my daughter, you know, so.
Okay.
We was having a good time that day.
Yeah, I see. Was he singing?
He was trying. He was trying.
Well, you doing research?
That's why I put my guitar down. You saying?
Oh, you like, okay. All right, well, look like he was having a good time. Those of you who might not know, Floyd Little, along with Jim Brown, were part of the legacy of, well, they all were part of the same legacy of number 44 at SU. And recently there was a movie that was premiered here, The Express, about Ernie Davis. By the time this airs, it'll probably be in the theaters. So make sure you go check that out. But in any case, Floyd Little, I believe Floyd Little wore 44 after Ernie Davis, and Jim Brown wore it before. So Ernie Davis was kind of in the middle.
Yeah, Ernie Davis went to Floyd Little.
Yeah,
and asked him to come to Syracuse, which he wasn't gonna come.
Right.
After he found out he had passed away, then he jumped on the first thing here.
Okay, so he kind of took over from Ernie Davis.
Well, Ernie Davis wanted him to come here.
Wow. Well, you know, that's a wonderful piece of history. I wanted to tie that in because that's one of he's a cool guy.
Yeah, he's something else, man.
Yeah.
You know, I enjoy him, you know.
Yeah.
As a human being, you know, it's always
He's
nice
a
to
down-to-earth
like.
guy.
Yeah, down man. He's
Yeah.
nice, down to earth guy. You know, but he's cool.
Okay. Well, you know what? If when he's back in town, you let me know, and I want to try to see if I can catch him singing. Trying to sing or something.
Yeah, catch him trying. I like that word, trying. Yeah,
All right.
that'd be cool.
Well, let's go back to the doo-wop area before we close out the interview because I want people to be able to see you performing.
So this was in McChesney Park on the north side.
About what year is that?
56, 57, something like that.
And what's going on there?
Well, we're doing a show, no music. You see the audience. Like I said, you know, the audience that we have, you know, that expressions on their face, how interested they are in the music, you know. And I'm in the, where am I at now? I'm over here.
You over here?
Yeah.
Okay, you got that? All right.
Yeah, by the green.
Yeah, okay.
You know,
so y'all doing like a doo-wop acapella thing right there?
Acapella thing there, you know, with the dancing and the moving and, you know.
About how old were you around there, approximately? Approximately.
I don't think I can count back that far. I think you had to figure it out in 1936.
Let's see.
57,
Probably early 20s, would I say?
40, 50. Oh, probably about 18, 19, 20 years.
Okay, so you were quite young. All right,
like that.
so let's see what else you got.
Then we went to the recording studio when we first put out our first 45 Please Surrender.
This is the El Dorados in
El
1958.
Dorados. Well,
El Dorados. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. El Dorados is right there.
There was a group called the El Dorados.
Okay, so I knew it was something there.
Syracuse and El Dorados.
The El Dorados. Okay.
Right.
Let me guess. That got to be you right there. Is that you right there?
Well, that's my uncle.
Oh my goodness.
That's my
Hold on a second. You got that close up?
Yes, sir.
Y'all favor each other. It's ridiculous.
That's my uncle that taught me how to play guitar.
Okay, now where you at, man? Cause that looks
I'm
just
up
like
here.
y'all definitely from the same family.
This is my brother.
Okay, it's like a family thing.
Kenny Tucker just passed away.
Mm-hmm.
It's Raymond Green here.
Okay.
Jimmy Singleton has passed away. And James Crawford.
Okay.
You know, so
Wow.
that was that group at that time.
That's so cool. You kept these pictures all these years.
Oh yeah, I got boss. They think I'm Sanford's son, man. That's so much stuff, so much junk. My wife used to say, "That's so much junk." You know? This is the Soul Brothers
Okay.
of Syracuse when I started playing with another group I played with one time. That's me over there with my high
That's you over here.
water pants. Yeah.
Okay.
Pants with.
That was the style back then, huh?
Yeah.
About what year was this about?
I don't know what I got on here.
68?
Yeah, probably
Okay.
68, something like that, you know. We formed a group together, you know, a bunch of guys, Art Robinson, John Kane, Bob Scrivener, Ringo, John Kane, Bob Scrivener, Art Robinson, Jeff Chappelle, Brian Sanders.
Now these guys still around? Any of these guys still
Well,
around?
he passed away. John's still around somewhere. Ringo plays organ at our church, at Antioch Church on Sundays.
Okay.
Which I play guitar at Antioch Church
Okay.
on
So back here he was
Sundays.
playing drums.
Yeah, he was a drummer. When
Okay.
he first came to Syracuse, he was in my band.
Mm-hmm.
And he played drums. And we got in this band here together. Wanted to put a big group together when Sly and the Family Stones first came out.
Oh, okay.
We did a show with them in Ithaca.
You played with Sly's Family Stone. Now who else you played with?
We played on the show with them.
On
We
the show
played with
yeah.
Rufus Thomas.
Rufus
Sing
Thomas.
Walking the Dog used to come in the treat room on Erie Boulevard when I played.
Wow.
And my mother and father, you know, I got pictures of us.
Mm-hmm.
At the 320, not 320, but the Satellite Club on the west side.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be a place called the Satellite. It was all night place. You come in there and start playing at 12 o'clock, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And Chuck Jackson.
Oh yeah, Chuck Jackson.
Reverend Jesse Jackson's brother. Sing Any Day Now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. We were,
That's going way
pictures
back.
of me and him on the stage playing together. He was singing, I'm playing guitar
Wow.
and stuff like that. So I met a lot of people. Oscar Brown Jr., jazz singer, come to Syracuse and treat room. He was on, I don't know if it was Jack Parr's show or a Johnny Carson show at that time, but I seen him on the show that night, and then the next night I was playing, he came in the bar. I said, man, I just seen you on the show the other night.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Sing Summertime.
Wow. Okay.
Sing Summertime, you know, sing that good song like that there. And then like with the doo-wop group, we auditioned for the Ed Sullivan show back in 57, 58.
Oh wow. Okay. How did that turn?
But we didn't get on there.
You didn't get
But,
on?
you know,
Okay.
but we did do that. You know,
Okay.
we did,
That must have been cool.
tried to do a lot of things. We did an advertisement for Albino's Carpet Company. Used to be on the radios, jingle that we sing Albino's thing, and we ain't getting no money for it, but we did it.
Okay.
Anyway,
So that was a
did a
nice
lot of
experience.
things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you know, getting to meet people and getting into the music world where they move you through here doing recordings and stuff like this, and they open some doors for you to do something like that. So, but I've been up and down the highways a lot, so much, you know.
Yeah. And all because you love music and you loved it since you were a little boy.
That's why I'm still playing.
That's right. Well, you know what? We can go on and on, but you know we'll do a part 2 of the interview at some other point. But let's get into some music. You don't heard from the man, the legend, Bobby Green.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna see him in action. So the next stream you're gonna see is Bobby Green and Bobby Green, a cut above. Let's get that right. All right. All right. Thanks a lot, Bobby.
Yeah, well,
Appreciate the time.
He's on the lucky person out Yeah!
On the storm of my day, Jesus is back. On the storm of my day, Jesus is back. Sunday I go to church. I get down on my knees and pray. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on poor little me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on me. If you see my baby, Lord, send her home to me. Come on, man. Come on, baby. what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna do a little playing when we get into this shit. I'm gonna show you what. Eagle flies on Friday, yeah. Saturday I go out to play. I like to play, but Sunday I go to church. I'm a good boy then, you know. down on my knees and pray. Lord have mercy. I said, Lord have mercy on me. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy on poor little me. If you see my baby, Lord, should hug me.